Hey guys, Jeff Wednesday, last one. Although, last one. Kind of enjoyed this project. I don't know. It's been really fun. Um, Tom's question: how did I balance sports and um, music in high school? Um, in high school, I played volleyball all 4 years, and I played football freshman year. I guess I'll start there because that was definitely a lot harder to balance football with marching band for sure because they meet at the same time. Um, so my freshman year, I played football and I was the left guard. Started on the A team, no big deal. It's because I was 6 foot and 175 pounds, and I was a freshman in high school. So like size played into it, whatever. Um, but so what we'd have practice every day after school, and the way our marching band worked, we weren't competitive or anything. We would just perform at the half times of the varsity games. So all the varsity games were on Fridays, obviously, and luckily all the freshman games were on Thursdays. So what I would do is I would go play my football game, and then my mom we only had rehearsal when we had a home game the next day, and it was just a Thursday night, and they started at like I think 7, and our games started at like 5, 4:30 or 5. So what my mom would do was she would drive to the school, watch my game, bring me a different pair of clothes to change into out of my game. So I had a different pair of clothes, and she'd give me food, and I would eat in the car, and then I'd change, and then I'd go to marching band rehearsal. And boy, did I smell! Oh my gosh, I felt so bad for everyone there. Like I apologize, I smell terrible right now. So that was my experience with football on that. I quit football freshman year after freshman year because there's you have to hit people, and I love the game of football. I love it. I love playing pickup games, but lineman's not really a glory position, and it hurt. People would run into me, and it would hurt, and I wasn't that strong. I like worked out with the team, like preparing myself for sophomore year JV. But then volleyball came around, and I fell in love with it. And I played volleyball all 4 years. Then I played club volleyball in the off season of school. Um, so, and it was just a great. I loved it. I was a varsity captain my senior year. I was named MVP of our team. So that was a real honor for me. And I still love volleyball. I play volleyball all the time here at school whenever I can, just like pickup games. But it's still a lot of fun. So balancing club volleyball and youth orchestra and regular school orchestra and regular band, club volleyball and school volleyball was a lot harder because we'd have our tournaments on Sundays and Saturdays, the weekends, and we'd have practice Tuesday and Thursday from 7 to 9:30. So you had to be there about 6:30 to go start practice, and you'd be there. You'd get home at about 10. Um, well, we had our concerts on Tuesdays and Thursdays as well. So what I would do is if I ever had a concert, I couldn't go to practice, obviously, and I just told coach, I was like, Coach, I'm sorry, I have a concert, I won't be at practice. This is a curricular event, blah blah blah. So it was pretty good, and I did miss a couple tournaments for. I missed a tournament for IMEA, which I was upset about, but I also wasn't upset at all because it was IMEA, and I was really glad I could be a part of that. It was a 1 year thing. Um, and then in the school season, when we had practice every day after school, and what is it, games likewise, we had games a lot of times on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and on the weekends. Senior year, well, actually, no, junior and senior year, I was involved in 3 ensembles. I was in the jazz band, wind symphony, and the top orchestra, and so I had a lot of concerts. Um, and honestly, it just worked out a lot of the times where I didn't have I rarely had games the day that I had concerts, or if I had a game, it was a home game, so we'd be done early enough that I lived close enough I could drive home, take a shower really fast, change into my tuxedo, and go to my concert on time. Thank goodness, because I didn't want to have to deal with that nonsense of, not going to a game or something. So, yeah, it was really so that it really just worked out that I was lucky enough to be involved in both things as much as I was, and not really I sacrificed volleyball more for music for sure. Um, because I knew I wanted to go into music and it was a curricular event, I would lose points, and volleyball was just an extracurricular, obviously. Um, but yeah, I had a great high school experience in that aspect because I got to do everything that I wanted at a really high level, and so that was definitely a great thing for me. And pretty much our school worked that way. It wasn't you could do it all. You could have it all. You could have your cake and eat it too. So yeah, and I'm really glad that I had that experience, and I don't know how the rest of you guys, I'm not sure if you guys did sports in high school, but I'm sure the same thing was true for whatever you were involved in. It was just a big balancing act, and so I really like this question, Tom. So, anyways, Jeff Wednesday is signing off. Hope you have a great ever.